My students of S5 Entrepreneurship, you are most welcome. This is teacher Liagaba James from Namugongo Secondary and Vocational School. I'm going to go through one of the topics in entrepreneurship, which is very interesting, and that is business opportunities. But before we look at the topic, we are going to go through the major objectives of our topic that we want to achieve. The first objective is we shall be able to define key concepts like business opportunity, viable business, and then a feasible business. That's the objective number one that we shall, by the end of the lesson, we shall be able to achieve. Objective number two, we shall be able to explain the indicators of a good business opportunity. Indicators of a good business opportunity. So here we shall look at a number of things that really show that this business opportunity is really good. You can undertake it. Our objective number three, we shall be able to discuss the qualities of a good business opportunity. The qualities of a good business opportunity. If you don't want to call them qualities, we shall call them features of an attractive business opportunity. We shall be able to look at that. And then finally, we shall be able to identify the types of business opportunities. Types of business opportunities. So here we shall be looking at the different opportunities we as upcoming entrepreneurs can get, can be able to undertake, and so on. Therefore, if you are asked to define the term business opportunity, how do you explain it? How do you define it? A business opportunity is an attractive idea or a preposition that provides the possibility of a monetary return. Monetary return. Monetary return for the person undertaking the risk. We have basically got two definitions, and I've just looked at one. The first one, I've said that a business opportunity is an attractive idea or a preposition that provides the possibility of a monetary return for the person undertaking the risk. All businesses have got what we call returns. So long as the business is good, so long as the business is attractive, has got what we call a return. And the return here in this case is a profit. That is what we call a return. Any business that is undertaken in this world, the major overriding motive is on profits. That's what we are calling a monetary return. So in that definition, our major riding motive is profits. So whatever business you do in this world, you must ensure that it generates profits. That's what we call a business opportunity. We have another definition of the term business opportunity. And you can either define it the way we first defined it, or you can define it in another way. It is also an acceptable definition of the term business opportunity. Only that this other definition brings in the element that we are also going to see. It brings in the element that we're also going to see, and that is investment. So, a business opportunity is an attractive project idea which an entrepreneur accepts for investment on the basis of what is known about the possible success of the business. If that business is known to you and there's a possibility of success, then it is the same as saying it can be what you call a monetary what? Return. That monetary return are what we call profits. And even those who invest their money also earn a profit. That's why we are saying that you can either define it the other way or you can define it in this other way, the second method that we have given you. Now, when we're talking about any business that is any business that has monetary return, there are other two terms that we can use to describe such a business. That business can be feasible. If you have to succeed in business, that business must be feasible. A feasible business is a business that can be implemented using the locally available resources. If that business uses the locally available materials or resources within that area, then that one is a feasible business. And in most cases, such business that use locally available materials, chances of success are so high. You can easily gain your profits. You can easily have the monetary return because you are not incurring so many expenses. Then two, such a business opportunity must be viable. A viable business is a business that is profitable. I always encourage my learners not to undertake businesses that are not viable. You should always undertake businesses that are profitable. Like today, we can look at a number of businesses that are profitable. One can look at trading businesses. These are profitable businesses. We can look at manufacturing businesses. All these ones can use locally available raw materials. With the trading businesses, you can have a retail business that uses the locally available materials. You don't need to spend a lot of money on transport. You don't need to spend so many things to set up such a business. You may not even require rent to set up such a retail business. You can even set up such a business within your locality, within your home, without necessarily moving out. You can set up a manufacturing business within your area, like a brick manufacturing business. What do you need? You need the soil, you need the sand, you need the cement, which is locally produced within the same area. Such businesses which are within the locality that use locally available raw materials are good because they bring in what we call a monetary return. Such businesses are feasible because they use locally available materials. Such businesses are viable because they are profitable. Now, if you are making bricks, for example, what do you need? You need water, which is within your locality. You need soil, which is within your locality. You need a box for making it, which can be found within your locality. Now, such things you don't need to put in much. And whatever you sell out comes back to you, which we are calling the monetary return. It comes back to you. And when it comes back to you, these are like the profits. Because you have not put in so much. So, that is a viable business. Businesses which are profitable. Businesses which bring in returns in terms of money. Those are viable businesses. So, when you are looking at any business opportunity, you have to look at two things. You have to look at a business that is viable, and you have to look at a business that is feasible. I've already explained what we mean by feasibility. So, feasibility of a business or of a business idea refers to the extent to which a business idea can be implemented using the available resources. So if you are able to implement a business within your locality and you are using the available resources, then we say that business is feasible. Is feasible, as I've said it. And I've given you some examples like trading businesses, like manufacturing businesses. These are businesses you can set up within your locality, within your area, and you don't need to put in much, and therefore your return on investment will be so high because the materials are within that locality. So when you are looking for any business opportunity, ensure that the business opportunity you are looking for is feasible, is able to use the available raw materials or the resources within your locality. And you must ensure also that the business you are going to undertake is viable, meaning that it must be profitable. Now, I want us to go ahead and look at the indicators of a good business opportunity. If you are going to implement any business, if you have an idea within your head and you are going to implement a certain business within a particular area, what are some of the things you are going to look at before you undertake such an opportunity, before you undertake such a chance? I know we have so many opportunities within our locality, but have you ever bothered to look at those indicators? What shows that what you are going to undertake is good? First of all, you must look at the market. You must look at the demand for what you are going to produce. If you are going to make or manufacture planes in Uganda, will you have the market for it? How many people can afford to buy this? The airplanes? Very few. They're almost not there. Uganda as a country has got only 2. Now, if your country has got 2, what of you as an individual? Can you manage to produce and then sell and make a profit? Definitely no. So whenever you are looking for any business idea, look at the market for that product you are going to make. Look at the market for the business you are going to establish. It is very important. If there is no market, then that idea or that market, that business is not feasible. And at the same time, that business may not be viable. It may not be profitable. So look at the demand. Today, it is Corona time. There are many people, many investors who have come up to produce drugs for COVID. Drugs for COVID. And because of its demand, it has encouraged the proprietors to establish even many branches within the country, because the demand for it is so high. People are just struggling for it, meaning that the market for it is readily available. So you need to go and invest in such businesses. Look at food business. Every person in the world has to eat. Whether you are lame, whether you are tall, young, sick, you have to eat. So you have to venture in such businesses that really have a high demand. Venture in hospitals, because we are all candidates for sickness. We can fall sick anywhere, anytime. And therefore, people who are going to buy those things are readily available. That means that the demand for it is so high. What am I trying to say here? Ensure that you look for a business idea that has the demand, has the market for the business you are going to establish. 2, ensure that it has the resources. Don't establish a business that has no resources that you can use to manufacture. So ensure that it has the resources. If the resources are not there, never venture in such a business. For example, like I have said, if you are going to manufacture planes in Uganda, where are the materials to make such planes? In fact, they are not there. and therefore such a business may never be viable and can never be feasible for a country like Uganda. But if it was in Japan, possibly such investments would be viable and would be feasible, because you can use the materials within your vicinity to establish such businesses. Even here in Uganda, there are businesses that we can establish because we have the necessary resources. Look at a school business. We have the land, we have the capital, the students are there. So meaning that the resources are really what? Available. And therefore, we are able to establish such businesses. And I urge you as my students to always venture in businesses that really have the required resources that we need to make them. 3, a good business opportunity must have reasonable level of return on investment. When we talk about return on investment, I'm going to explain this. Return on investment. It means that business must be able to yield profits. If that business is not able to yield profits, then it is not a good investment. But always ensure that you look at a business that is able to bring returns, which I call profits already here. And this one is already in our definition. Meaning that any good business opportunity must have a return on investment. You invest 1 million at the start of the financial year, and you yield 5 million at the end of the financial year. So, if you start a business today, and at the end of it all, it brings you 5 million, then you subtract 5 take away 1 and remain with the 4. The 4 is the return on investment. Is the return on investment. Meaning that it has brought something new or in addition to what you put in. That's what we are calling reasonable level of return on investment. It must be able to bring profits. So, we shall pause a little for now, and then we shall continue in the next few minutes. Thank you very much for listening.